First off, please take note that the happy game I have in the back is not making light of the subject at hand here, but I did not feel that my usual gameplays of violent games were appropriate for this topic. Just this week, a 33-year-old mother named Jessica Arundel has become a hero. This woman is what a true mother is and always should be. According to Jessica's mother, Jessica's child's father, named Antoine Davis, and she have had issues for some time where Antoine would get verbally and physically abusive. Late Sunday night, they go out into town together and end up back home after Antoine had already become belligerently drunk and abusive. He chased her up 3 flights of stairs to the door, and once she finally got inside, she grabbed a ball bat to try to defend herself, at which point in time, Antoine disarmed her and struck her several times, and possibly the baby as well, as the baby suffered one massive head injury. This man is or was a Marine who served in Iraq, so clearly he has the training to disarm people, no matter what the weapon may be. So for this light woman to have to defend herself against such a stronger and more trained man, it's obviously horrid. Whether he was a victim of post-traumatic stress disorder or not is unsaid. That was not said in the report, and that was not known to everyone. So there's no really knowing if he was actually a victim on his own, or if he's just always been this way. Finally getting some distance, she locked her and little Kobe in the bathroom, but the fighting did not stop there. Antoine then grabbed his rifle, that just so happened to be equipped with a silencer, broke in and shot her in the head, killing Jessica while she held little Kobe. Miraculously, with her last breath, somehow she was able to twist her body and fall around in the opposite direction and land Kobe safely in a bowl of water. Yes, the toilet. Somehow she landed her in the toilet, which is much safer than hitting the hard floor. How she did that is beyond me, but it's a miracle that she did, and that little Kobe now has a chance at a life. Suspecting that Antoine intended to kill the baby as well, the mother says that she believes that he was not able to find the baby because she was covered by the mother in the toilet. He had no idea where she went shortly after Antoine walked into another room and turned the gun on himself, taking his own life. The local police were reluctant to storm the house for fear that might cause more violence. They did not know the two when they were already dead. They failed to send a robot to get footage because it could not navigate the 3 flights of stairs. Baby Kobe remained in the toilet for 13 hours until police finally stormed the house and found the aftermath of a tragedy. Grabbing hold of the baby as soon as she was found, police rushed her to the ambulance, and she is now still being treated at the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta at Scottish Rite Hospital. The grandmother will be taking custody of Kobe as soon as she is able to come home, while she already has Jessica's 15-year-old daughter. There will be a link in the description down below for donations to help Jessica's girls if you would like to go there and donate. Every little bit helps. So far, $11,000 has been raised in 3 days. Now, here's what I have to say about it. This happens time and time again, ladies, where the women are in dangerous relationships and they stay. And guys, if you're hitting your woman, shame on you, dude. Even if she hits you, guess what? You don't have to stay. Leave that bitch. But if you're the one provoking the violence and you keep a woman on your side because she's afraid of you, or you're the one of those guys who are smooth criminals and win them back into your hearts with some smooth talking, and then you screw them over again, fuck you. In fact, if that's you watching this video right now, get the fuck off my channel. I don't even want you subbing my shit. For those of you ladies who are dealing with things like this is why it's so important that you get you and your kids out. You have a responsibility to that child or children to keep them safe. And if you are letting someone like that back into your lives repeatedly, then you are almost just as guilty as he is. Do not take my words out of context here. This is a tragedy, and I'm not blaming the mother here at all. But if she would have just listened to her mother and listened to her friends, all of them telling her that this man's no good for you, she would be alive today for her 6-month-old girl and her 15-year-old daughter as well. Now they're both being cared for by the grandmother. Crazy dudes and even crazy girls kill their so-called loved ones more often than you would think. Just recently, there was a man who had a restraining order on him near my town, and I live in a small town. He still came into her house and shot her anyway. A restraining order is just a piece of paper, ladies. I urge you, take more steps than that. Arm yourselves with a little pistol in your pocket if you have to. Take classes in self-defense, and most of all, get rid of the bad companions that are doing you no good, because things like this, they do happen. I hope you and your family never have to learn this the hard way. I don't even feel like saying my profile name right now because I don't think it's appropriate for the topic. So I'll just use my real name. This is Jamie, signing off. I'll talk to you guys later.